ba? Balita ko, kakabalik mo lang sa iyong vacation. Pasok kayo!
Hi, Ma'am Sheila. Hello po.
Good morning.
Morning, Sheila.
morning.
Hi, how are you?
Maganda yung topic natin today.
I like this.
How was your
Amoy na amoy Europe,
vacation?
Ayun, okay na nakapagpahinga.
Buti naman.
It looks like
At dahil dyan, magtrabaho ka na.
At dahil dyan,
At ilang linggo kang wala, bumawi
ano bang
ka.
pag-uusapan natin ngayon?
Ay, malaki yung scope nito.
I like that.
Yes, it's how to cope with guilt. Yes, this neutral feeling that can afflict parents, partners, professionals. At when we talk about guilt, it can be proportionate or disproportionate, meaning there's the healthy version and there's also the toxic version.
So ano yung healthy tsaka toxic na yan, Ma'am Sheila?
Well, since guilt is combination of anxiety, sense of humiliation, because the person has done something wrong, it's a mark of sensibility and sensitivity. So may sense ka na may nagawa kang mali na dapat mong itama. Because without guilt, merong issue yan sa psychopathy. Oo, sociopath, psychopath.
Wala ka na makakaramdam.
Walang konsensya.
Oo. And it's nothing, there's no remedy for that because that's the working of the brains. May biological issue pag walang guilt ang tao.
So ano po ba yung karaniwang nararamdaman or epekto sa isang tao kapag siya ay merong guilt?
Well, definitely magandang pag-usapan yung effect. Kasi it's a reality that we all face. Ang nangyayari sa tao, he can wallow in depression, brought about by his distancing from those things and people that make him feel guilty. And because of that, there's a sense of disdain. Either galit ka sa mundo, at the retaliation of this can be anger, o kaya naman, if overly processed, can lead to very low self-esteem and sense of self-worth, nawawala. Oo. So we have to keep watch, no? And when these situations happen, the person is feeling guilty, i-evaluate natin, is it righteous guilt? Then you address the situation. Now, when we talk about addressing the situation, may reality check tayong tinatawag. The danger there is reality check. Reality is subjective. Kaya kailangan mo ng intervention.
Napakalawak kasi ng scope ng pagiging guilty. Iba-ibang instances and situation ang maaari mong maranasan. Doon sa nabanggit mo kanina, Ms. Sheila, pwede yan sa parents, pwede sa being professional, and others. For a parent, usually yan, maririnig natin.
Kahapon pinag-uusapan
lang namin ni Ate Beth, yan, parang minsan magigilty ka kasi
Pinagalitan.
napagalitan mo siya or you felt na hindi mo na nagawa yung best mo for your son or for your child. So, ano-ano po ba yun? Tama po ba yung ganong feeling?
Is it normal?
Yeah, it's normal because the sense of guilt is a result of intent. Gusto mong mapakita yung pagmamahal mo sa bata, pero kailangan pagalitan mo, kailangan mong disiplinahin, nakita mong umiyak, and you want to console your child, but how do you manage it? Hindi mo gustong kausapin ngayon kasi medyo mainit pa, pero how long will you wait? So every parent goes through that, every loving parent. And that's a good sign. Kaya lang, if you give in to the guilt, you may end up overcompensating. And instead of helping your child, you will end up damaging him. Pero kailangan din, alamin natin kung ano yung sobra. Because chronic guilt that you feel can also be transferred to the child. So, may mga nangyayaring requirement for psychotherapy because the child ends up absorbing the guilt feelings of the parents, or yung isa naman, nawawala ng disiplina. And in the same manner, in the workplace, among professionals, ganun din. If you are the type of person who feels that hindi mo naibigay yung tama sa mga tao mo, or hindi mo nabigay yung tama sa kumpanya mo, there's a tendency naman to overcompromise yung panahon mo, yung efforts mo, right? But I think the most difficult is the situation when one of the partners is involved. So may nagawang mali, feeling guilty, and the usual outlet is magiging galit. Anger is
Reverse
an easy,
psychology. Diba? Reverse
Yes.
psychology na pag
Reverse psychology yan. It's an easy expression of guilt. So, imbis na magpaliwanag,
nagagalit
magpapakita
pa.
ng galit. Oo. Kaya may toxic guilt talaga. And when you detect this in the situation, in the person, learn to take yourself out of the frame so you can control the game. Because if you wallow in it, it will consume you.
It will just pull you down.
Yeah, yes, it will pull you down. It's a debilitating feeling that will affect the other responsibilities that you have in life.
So, paano po yun, Miss Sheila? Yung guilt ba na nararamdaman ng isang tao, maaari pa rin ba yun na mawala?
Medyo mahirap because it requires one of the most difficult things a person has to do to forgive himself. Pag may feeling of guilt at ang sa tingin mo kulang yung nagawa mo, may mali kang nagawa, you have to forgive yourself so you can move on. You may be so connected to the situation. Ang tendency kasi, parang ikaw nag-evaluate how you are controlling the other person's emotion. Huwag kang masyadong OA. Kasi yung feeling niya is not necessarily pertaining to your effects on him. And even if that is the case, your biggest responsibility is to yourself. So when you're managing guilt, forgive yourself. That way you can face reality, you can take responsibility for what was done right, and then move on from there. Become more results-driven. Anyway, the guilt happens because your sensibility is high. May malakas kang pakiramdam ukol dun sa nararamdaman ng isang tao. So use that to your advantage. If there's a situation that has to be resolved through discussions or immediate action, gawin mo.
Paano naman yung mga taong hindi sila nagigilty, pero alam mo yon, kunyari nakapagbitaw sila ng isang masakit na salita. For them, it's their normal way of saying things. Pero para dun sa isang tao, nakasakit ka na pala, na-offend na pala siya ng isang tao yun. So paano? How do you deal with that person?
Well, if it is something that's recurring, persistent siya, then there's a chance may personality disorder. Kasi pag laging nakakasakit, walang sense of remorse or shame, hindi siya nahihiya sa ginawa niya, diba? At paulit-ulit niyang ginagawa. Meron ng meron ng something.
Something in the brain. Sheila, kung ikaw yung kung maganda yung tanong ni Rina, kung ikaw yung na-offend, dapat pa may gawin ka para mag-guilty yung tao? Or should you just let it go?
Let it go,
Let
Elsa.
it go, let it go.
Well, guilt manipulation can backfire. So the best thing that you can do is to talk to the person. Because if you resort to guilt manipulation, ipamukha mo sa kanya na may mali siyang nagawa, well, that person will automatically be on the defensive, tapos magiging galit or indifferent. Yes. And again, you have to take care of yourself. Self-care. Sabi ni Angel.
Correct.
So if you know that that person persists in hurting you at walang guilt, di ba wala
Stay
siyang
away.
pagbabago? Yes.
Dumistansya ka na lang.
Get yourself out of that situation because no amount of assistance or understanding from your end will help that person.
Kanina po nabanggit nyo kasi, di ba, parang sometimes kasi yung guilt, when you think of it, let's say, on a day-to-day basis, at syempre, talagang gusto mong ma-resolve yung guilt, but you cannot escape yung feeling of being guilty or yung guilt, tas nag-escalate na siya into parang anxiety,
Paranoia.
anger, depression, ganyan. I was wondering dun sa inyo, sa Talkshop, meron bang mga certain, let's say, physical exercise that you can do to yourself to be able to not escape but go through that stage? Kasi ang
then
hirap
move
when you
on,
escape
finally.
daw kasi it's not really good. You have to go through with it and,
Deal with it.
go with the flow and understand what's happening within you.
Yeah, face what's causing the guilt and deal with it. At Talkshop, we do coaching for leaders, for students, professionals. And it's important. You need another person to help you look at a better angle of your realities.
May intervention.
Yes, kasi minsan masyado ka nang immerse dun sa box mo. Lunod na lunod ka na. When in fact, no one is telling you to stay in that box.
Correct.
You have several boxes that you can visit.
Sino rin bang may sabing dapat may box?
Oo, dapat may Hindi, dapat may boundaries din, di ba? Kasi may mga responsibilities tayo. Oo, pero may mga pagkakataon, you have to be creative and you have to get yourself out of the frame so you can control the game and also allow yourself to grow. Oo.
Mostly kasi feeling ko din, yung pag-uusap namin kahapon din ni Ate Beth, yung talagang, yung mga mothers na talagang na-feel nila yung guilt and hindi sila makapagsalita for, doon sa ibang mga mothers kasi they feel na baka ma-judge lang sila. Like for example, na parang, lalo na pag maliliit pa yung mga anak mo, sobrang pagod ka, na parang it's okay to admit na sometimes you want to get out of that house and
sometimes
take care of yourself.
I want
once in a
me
while.
time.
Yung
Gusto
mga
ko maglakad ng maglakad, papalayo. May feeling talaga na gano'n.
But sometimes you feel yung guilt mo na parang
Sobrang tired.
why did I feel that? 'Di ba? Dapat
You're my
unconditional
children.
yung love ko for them. Dapat hindi ako parang nagsisisi ba ako? No, of course not, 'di ba? Ganun po ba 'yun?
Yeah. If you've been a martyr all your life, and that's so true for parents, you keep giving and giving and giving, and you don't have any outlet other than playtime with your kids or that short period alone, there's definitely a tendency to implode. Before you get to that point, you have to find outlets to enrich yourself, to replenish your energy. At least in the Philippines, we have that strong values, no, family values.
Yes.
Pwede kang tumawag sa kapatid mo, sa pinsan
Call
mo.
a family member.
Oo, and this is what I found
Pwede iwan yung anak.
to be most glaring and what I learned to appreciate about our culture. Kasi sa ibang bansa, may kamag-anak ka man, you cannot just call on them to be the nanny to your child, whether they're relatives or close friends. Unlike dito,
Independent din.
yes, meron kang ganyang familial support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in a sense, Ms. Sheila, you're saying na it's okay na magkaroon ka ng feeling of guilt. But what you do about it is important.
Definitely. And I hope you take advantage of that feeling of guilt to point you to the right direction. Kung ano yung mali mong nagawa, kung ano talaga yung sobra, what you are going to retain among the processes that you're implementing in your life, in your family, and your organization. At kung ano yung iiwasan mo.
Ayun. On that note, thank you so much, Ms. Sheila. Saan po pala namin kayo pwedeng makontak sa Talkshop?
Yeah, Talkshop is located in Salcedo Street, Legazpi Village, Makati. And we can be reached at 894-5588, Facebook, Talkshop PH, or you can also email us at info@talkshop.ph.
Right.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sheila.
Great to be back.
Yes, welcome back.